Greetings, everybody. We're back around the table again today to continue our little holiday episode discussion on the Bestech Heidi, without Joseph with us.
But with Morgan.
Yeah.
Now with added Morgan.
I'm a bit like a vitamin.
No.
There's no nutritional value that you have to offer. It's like eating ass.
Oh my.
On that note, there's a knife
You're
in
not the
front
first
of us.
person to tell me that.
Jesus Christ. That's even worse. I want to meet this guy.
Guy?
Nice.
Oh my.
All right.
So yeah, a knife. This guy's a little fixed blade one that we were reviewing this week. A little bit different from our regular folding knife EDC sort of options, but it's still a very EDC-able one for sure.
And that's been a hot topic lately is EDC fixed blades. Yeah, a lot of people are talking more and more about them. And I think this fits into that perfect category of an EDC fixed for sure. It was a mid-year release from Bestech.
Cool.
There late 2019. So
This one completely slipped under the radar for me.
Yeah,
I completely missed it.
it's hard to find in a lot of different places. Like even when you're trying to like order one or whatever, it's very few and far between that you can even find this knife.
You did get it secondhand, right?
I did get it used, yeah. And really sweet deal on it. I couldn't say no. The first time I saw it, I'm pretty sure I said to the gentleman, let me know if you're ever going to part ways with that one.
Yeah.
And there came a time where he did. So I was lucky enough to score it myself. So
I thank you for buying it, so I didn't have it.
Yeah, it is a very, very eye-catching little blade using D2 for the steel and really nice carbon fiber and cute little adorable mosaic pins.
They're so wee.
They're
They're so small.
Yeah. And there's a lot of intricacies, even though they are that small.
Yeah.
Right? So it's pretty cool that it's
Super
just
detailed.
not just like a 4-pin construction on those. They went a little more in depth, right?
Mm-hmm.
I did hear a reviewer talk about how it was a peel ply. It's not. It's definitely a pure carbon fiber. I think he was getting it mixed up with the other handle variety, which is a G10, and it's a two-tone G10. It has a really cool like triangular pattern between like green and beige, I believe. It's actually
That's a weird combination.
kind of a psychic little combo. Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to start calling that color greige or greige. I'll leave.
Yeah.
We don't
two
have
for
Joe
two
to kick
release.
out. Yeah. D2 on this bad boy for performance, a super slicey edge. Now again, I did get it used, and I'm pretty sure the original owner put his edge on it. But even behind the edge on this thing, you can tell that.
Yeah, it's got some good.
Geometry.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, however, though, and I'm going to dig into it right off the bat, I gave the cost versus materials a 7.
Crazy.
Yeah, part of it for me,
Sick.
D2 is supposed to be becoming the new available economic steel to come by. You can get a D2 rack.
The new 8CR.
Yeah, it's becoming a lot more common to see it in budget knives in particular.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So having that there's no ball bearing systems, there's no cool carbon fiber and mosaic pins, but you're telling me that that's going to be half the price of what I'm paying for this knife. Because if you're looking at,
It's a very good indication. Just it's a D2 small neck
bet.
knife, G10, $70
Yeah.
Canadian.
Yeah, for sure. Probably like 50 or so.
But half the price.
Half the
potentially.
price.
Yeah.
Half the size, half the material. So maybe
It's a wider handle.
and I think it's probably a thicker stock than maybe not.
No.
Yeah. I think
If
this
not,
guy's actually thicker.
Actually a thicker stock.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I do mark it low on the cost versus materials because of the D2 being supposed to be new eco steel.
That is fair.
That
I'll give you that.
some companies, and don't get me wrong, there's American-made companies that are still overpricing for D2 as well.
Yeah.
But
I was going to say CRKT is doing a bunch of nice stuff in a pretty good price point actually right now in D2.
Mm-hmm.
some of their stuff is a good price point on D2. Some of their stuff, they're capitalizing on their steel upgrades.
Yeah.
100%.
And they're charging $180 for Folding Clever Girl. But like, throwing slag. But,
Look at
yeah.
that. Back to Heidi.
Yeah.
That's a person's name.
Yep. Yeah, not descriptive of an animal's hide.
No.
Or whether or not it likes to hide.
A
Yes.
childhood game of hidey seeky. No, HEID.
Yeah. So yeah, was based off of a custom. Did anyone do any homework?
Unfortunately not. We're
No.
all drawing a blank on this
Yeah.
one coming in. But
Yeah.
Is the person's name Heidi that designed it?
I have no idea.
Mhm.
What I do know is that the ergonomics in the hand for myself worked out really, really good. This guy, on the other hand, when you're getting into XL and larger,
Yeah. It
starts to develop a bit of a problem.
What if you put a lanyard on it? Like just a small
Um,
little piece just to catch your pinky?
No, because it's at that awkward spot
Okay.
where
Nigel's eternal half finger problem.
yeah, it's actually digging in. So I want to shift up as much as possible to get all my fingers on there, but then I'm definitely nervous about the
Just-
heel of the blade there.
How about you just get cut a little bit?
This is the same guy that cut himself with a smock the first time he picked it up. Because he's like, that's a figure 12.
I
That's
would say
sure. Like,
for the exact same reason.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Getting too close. And especially with an extra large hand, getting too close to that backhand. Now, I will say I'm a large. We've got some medium and some large. Everyone else seems to be jiving with this. So for the large and under category, you're probably good.
Yeah, I got room up front. I got
Yeah.
a little bit of room in the back.
Yeah, this fits my hand absolutely gorgeously. I mean, the only way I'm going to find a hot spot is if I'm using this thing wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my hand, it lives in there real nice.
And I was slicing cardboard. I was breaking down boxes with it. I was doing 2 layers at a time, and it was just slicing like butter, and definitely no hot spots. It was beautiful. And in an EDC environment, I got no problem with this slipping in the pocket.
Mhm.
I'm confident about sitting where it's at. Now, there was some controversy about the retention.
The retention on this guy is a little loose. I'm not going to actually shake it out, but it wouldn't take much. You can actually hear it moving around in the sheath as is. It wouldn't take much. Step off down a set of stairs or something like that, and you've lost the knife.
In a neck knife environment.
Yes.
For sure.
But I think you could easily fix that with just a little bit of heat and maybe even just a clothes peg or something like that, just to hold it there while it sets, and you'd be off to the races.
I was putting it sheathed down in my pocket and just carrying it like that directly in my front pocket. It was so light, so thin that it disappeared on several occasions, and I forgot I actually even had it in my pocket.
I wouldn't mind seeing even just a clip that you could screw onto the side so you could clip it into a pocket.
Mhm. Or such as the
Yes.
new C clips that Cold Steel came out with recently to be able to do that. And yeah, it would be really easy to rig that up onto this
and
guy.
that's the sort
Definitely
of
for a belt, but you could probably even do that in a pocket.
Yeah,
Potentially.
just have it hanging off of the edge and
that's the sort of orientation that I'd want to have that in.
Mhm.
Like that's how I like to carry my knives. Like I used to carry a minimalist pretty regularly on my
Right.
belt. Carried it in that sort of orientation, and that's probably how I'd want to carry that.
Now, these new Cold Steel C-clips that they've got out, they're almost a universal thing. So you can pretty much buy them for any sheath you have nowadays and make it work just depending on the size of the grommet holes.
Yeah.
This is probably actually even a large because of the size of the grommet holes compared to the smaller stuff. I'm going to flog a dead horse here a little bit, but I also forgot that on the price point note,
3V.
3V, my friend.
Yeah.
And if you look at an American price point on the 3V, you've got actually a very similar price point to what you've got for a Chinese D2. So again, just going back to that.
Yeah.
And another thing,
buck.
this guy isn't that much more. I think this was like 140 to 150 American at the time that I bought it. That's LMAX.
yeah,
So-
for the giant mouse one.
Good little knife.
For a
Yeah.
limited run.
Yeah,
Giant
it was a limited run.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
there's a reason it was a limited run. Get that weird looking thing off the table.
Will do.
Don't worry, Morgan. I like your knife.
I like Jesper Box and Jed's Enzo, but there's some swings and some misses in there. Giant most kind of. Anyway, Bestech.
Yes.
Here's another wrench in the works for you. Try to find a Bestech website.
Hmm.
Really?
Go online right now. Type in Bestech knives and see what you can find.
I'm not going to do it.
What you do get is in the box, it comes with a warranty card that seems to be some sort of email address for customer service if you do have an issue with Bestech.
They do have their besttechknives.com on the...
Do they now? Okay, we'll look into that and maybe put a disclaimer up here, because if you just Google search Bestech Knives, it's very hard to come by their actual website itself.
Yeah, and there is a email for US and one for European customer service for the warranty.
Canadians don't get a warranty.
So I might put my foot in my mouth on that one, but I found it very interesting that their actual website doesn't come up. Other retailers' websites come up for their products well before. That's very strange. Yeah. That's my knife. I own the box. So you'd think I'd do more homework on that. But apparently their marketing just sucks. And Blade HQ's kicks the crap out of Bestech's marketing.
The premium prices to get to the top of the Google searches.
Because, trying to do a little bit of homework and trying to track that down was very convoluted unless you actually type in their website, apparently.
Fair enough.
So, work on your marketing, guys.
No kidding.
They're normally known for folders, is what Bestech is normally known for, and we'd like to get our hands on some more Bestech knives.
Would be nice.
Unfortunately, the venues we have as Canadian retail customers, it's a little tricky right now to try to get some Bestech stuff. So, Bestech, we want to check your stuff out.
Get everything in Canada.
Or DM us about trying to get us a knife our way. That'll work. So, Pokey Factor, Instagram, YouTube, you can name it. So.
Is there much more to say on this guy?
No, I don't think so.
I like it a lot.
We all like it.
The aesthetics, it's a beautiful knife.
Oh, it's a very pretty knife.
Yeah.
Work on the sheath, make it a little bit tighter. You can fix that if you want. If it's in your pocket, I'm fairly confident about carrying it for the last week that it's probably not going to fail on you.
Yeah, it's only upside down that you'd have an issue.
Yeah.
Or maybe horizontal.
Yeah, and there's new options like the cold steel C-clips to even wear it on your belt if you want to. So I think there's some really cool options for this guy.
And honestly, the only concern I had about horizontal carry is like bumping into stuff.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it'll hold on to it. But still.
Yeah.
Stop bumping into stuff, Morgan.
That's probably an easier solution.
I refuse on moral principle.
I have the right to bump into stuff.
So why don't you bump on over to the Patreon page and
nice.
Check out if we've gotten any incentives up yet for you guys, because we're still in the process of figuring that all out. So
and if you have some tips on how to link up some stuff for the Patreon, please let us know as well in the comments.
We're Patreon noob, so that's why it's taken us a while.
It's our first time.
Be gentle. Be gentle with us. But any help, we'd really appreciate it on getting that up and running. I've also said that the first person to donate will get a gift from our channel. So
they will.
And then head on over to the Pokey Factor on Instagram. That place that's the gram and the Insta. Follow us for behind the scenes stuff like this stupid shit that's coming out of my mouth right now.
As you can tell, Paul has been professionally hired by Instagram for marketing.
You're welcome.
I have no response other than to laugh at that.
We do have a giveaway coming up.
We're at 400 out of 500 followers. We're going to start giving some sneak peeks and options like that.
As well as some official rules to the giveaway. Pay attention to that, because once it gets going, hopefully it'll help us grow even more.
Most definitely.
And the first of many to come for giveaways. So.
Indeed. So stay tuned to see what exciting things we have rolling out for you guys. That being that, this is Nigel the Smith signing off.
I am who I am. I'm Dennis Vipers.
At Stanoa, I'm Morgan.
And I'm XL.ca.
We will catch you again next week.